Hello, I'm Shannon Harris. Thanks for tuning in to Window on Wilmington. On today's show, we'll check in with Mosaic and let you know about programs that they're offering. We'll also tell you how you can earn a bachelor's degree in just 2 short years. Faithful Friends will also join us with Pets for Adoptions, and the Children's Theater will be here to tell us about their Mary Poppins performance. But first, Adopted Family has helped Delaware families in need since 1973 and is coordinated by the Division of State Service Centers in all 3 counties. The Adopted Family program aids families in crisis, those struggling with illness, homelessness, domestic violence, poverty, or unemployment. And my good friend, Lisa Johnson, is here now to tell us how you can help out and get those families gifts for the holidays.
Great. Yes, Shannon, we're here.
Hey, Lisa. How you doing?
Good. Well, as usual, Adopt a Family, we're out here again trying to match sponsors with families in need, all because of the generosity of the community at large. We don't receive any private government funding. Mm-hmm. So everything that we do and everything that we're able to the reason why we're able to match families with sponsors is because of the generosity of the people in the community. And right now we are open and our phone lines are ringing off the hook and the referrals are coming in from the social service agencies, and the families are getting excited about their possibilities for what they'll be able to do for their children for the holiday. And also our nursing homes and our organizations and programs that work with disabled individuals, they're all excited about the possibilities of being able to support these individuals and families for the holiday.
Well, Lisa, how do you know, what do the families get to do? Do they get to submit a list of what their needs are for their family?
Well, Shannon, years ago, Adopt a Family used to be a gift-giving program, where the families, where we would have wish lists submitted. But over the years, the Human Services Council, who is the umbrella organization for Adopt a Family, they decided that they wanted to, even though these families or the parents can't afford to do their to take care of their children for the holiday, and they need the extra help, we still want them to get that feeling of Christmas and the hustle or bustle. So they switched over to a gift card program. So our sponsors provide gift cards for the families, and then the parents can go out and shop and buy the things that their children need for them. Now we also still have that population of nursing home residents, senior citizens living alone, and disabled persons with disabilities populations, where our sponsors are allowed to shop for. So we do receive their wish lists, and then our sponsors will go out and shop, and then they deliver those items to our office for the families. And then the agencies that are working with those individuals will come and pick up their items and make sure that they have it for Christmas. So there's still that, we have a lot of sponsors who still like to shop.
Right.
So if they like to shop, then they choose that population.
Well, let me ask you, some of the things that you said for the people that receive the actual gifts, what are some of the items that you give to them?
They may have on there simple things, watches, slacks, because they live in a nursing home or they're seniors and then disabled families. Even simple things like laundry detergent for a senior who lives alone, or decorations. We've gotten things where we're told that people, they love football, or they love military stuff, or he was in the military and things like that. And then so our sponsors will use that knowledge to just inundate them with stuff.
Oh, that's really
And we
nice.
have wonderful sponsors. And I know I mentioned the gift cards for our families, but we also have sponsors. They provide gift cards. But then our kids may have special wish list. Like they may say a special request. I'd really like to have a DVD player so that I can play my DVDs, or I would really like a doll baby. And our sponsors are so generous. They will give them the gift card plus. And then a lot of them also will provide, because a lot of them want to help the family as a whole, the mother, the grandmother, whoever that, and just families. And they might get a grocery store card extra, and then they may do little things like that and throw in an extra gift card just for the mother so that she can buy herself something and that sort of thing. So our sponsors that we have are generous. I received a call yesterday, Shannon, because we're always constantly looking for new sponsors so that we can help more families. Because unfortunately, every now and then we get a whole lot of referrals in, and sometimes we can't get everyone adopted.
Right.
So yesterday we received a call from one of the churches, and who was doing an adopt a family through a community center. And the community center is going through some struggles and some changes, so they're reaching out, trying to find other organizations that would meet their needs and how they can adopt families and help families for the holidays. So crossing my fingers, maybe they'll call us back. And they say they adopt 300 to 400 kids a year.
Wow.
And so hopefully they'll, once they do their due diligence and figure out how they're going to do things this year, they'll call us back and say we need 300 kids.
Wow.
And then
that'll be great. So what does a family have to do if a family is struggling right now and they are facing the reality that they might not be able to provide Christmas for their little ones? What do they do? How do they even get to adopt a family?
Yeah, we are a referral-based program, and we have about maybe 100 or more or so organizations and agencies that are pre-approved referring agencies to us. And what happens is those organizations, they're not all state agencies, some of them are community agencies, but they vet families. They're working with these families, they know the needs, they know that the families are needy, and they can send us a referral. And they have, each agency has a certain number of referrals that they can send to us, so they have to really look at their families and see. Now, the more donors we get, the more referrals we can allow agencies to send to us, because we don't want to have 3,000 referrals and then we have 2,000 families that we can't help. So we send it out, and as we increase our donors and our sponsors and people who want to help families, then we can increase the number of referrals we get. But right now what families have to do is they can go and talk to the agency that's helping them with their other needs, their other social service needs, and whatever they're getting help with, and see if they're an approved agency. And that agency looks at the family and looks at the criteria and say, oh yes, we think your situation would be, one where one of the adopt a family sponsors would definitely adopt your family, and they send us the paperwork. And that's all that needs to be done. We don't take self-referrals, so they can't call us and get
say
a referral
something
over the phone. Some of the agencies later on during the year may receive, someone may get burned out tonight, and then tomorrow they've lost everything, and that's a dire emergency for that family. And an agency could call us for an emergency.
And ask for assistance.
Yes.
What about the online adoption?
Yes. This year we're doing our community gift adoptions, and any sponsor who wants to adopt families, we're putting the family circumstances online, and they can go to holidays.communigift.com and read the circumstances of the families, and they can pick their families, and then the gift cards, everything is done right online, and it gets mailed to us. Everything gets shipped to us. And the same thing for our seniors and disabled individuals with all the items that they've requested on their wish list. We go in, we put those items in there, and the sponsor can go right on, shop, just like shop in bed. This is that age.
And we want to make sure everybody remembers you're helping seniors, you're helping families who are falling on hard times.
Yes.
This is a great way to give back.
Persons with disabilities.
This is great.
It's great.
Well, I'm so glad you
what
could join us.
excited.
I know you do, and you do, and they send the right cheerleader to do this too,
Thank
don't
you,
they?
Shannon.
And I'm glad that you joined us today, Lisa, and thank you so much, and happy birthday.
Thank you.
You're
Thank you
welcome.
for having us.
So I guess we'll see you again next year.
This is a great set, Shannon.
You like this?
Yes.
Do you like that wreath?
I love it.
Okay,
This is
everybody,
wonderful.
Lisa likes the
Happy
wreath.
holidays from Adopt a Family, everybody.
Yeah. Don't pay him any attention, okay?
And then the lipstick matches. That's
Thank
gorgeous
you. You
lipstick
noticed?
too. Yeah.
Thank you. There's always one. That's Thank you, Lisa.
You're welcome.
And we'll
Thank
see you
you.
guys back here again next year.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
All right.
All righty.
We'll be right back with Mosaic after these messages.
Introducing a new day of the week, someday. Now, everything you were going to do someday is on the calendar. Want to retire someday? You'll really want this. A My Social Security account at socialsecurity.gov. You can estimate your future benefits and manage current benefits online. Millions of people have a My Social Security account. Get yours today, because someday is here at socialsecurity.gov.
Today, school kids rely on the internet for so many things: homework, math, research. But what about kids who don't have internet at home? Hello, I'm Theo Gregory, Wilmington City Council President. The internet is essential, as many as 80% of low-income families do not have access at home, including many right here in Wilmington. So help bridge this gap by supporting local broadband adoption programs. Let's get more students and families connected to the power of the internet.
Mosaic is an advocate for people with intellectual disabilities and provides opportunities for them to enjoy a full life. Angi McCloskey and Saretta Jones join me now to bring us up to speed on all of the great things happening at Mosaic. Saretta, you look beautiful.
Thank you.
Angi, you look beautiful too, but
Thank
Sarita's
you.
got great nails, and I love the silver and
She's
everything
got it going
in the
on.
ring all the time, all the time. So, Angi, what's going on at Mosaic? And for everybody who might not know, really quick, what do you guys do?
Yes. That's okay. Mosaic is a nonprofit agency, and we support adults with intellectual disabilities here in Newcastle County and Kent County. So right now we're supporting about 75 adults.
So what's new? Anything changed since our last visit? You guys adding any new programs over there?
Yeah, we have a lot going on. I know Saretta has a lot that she wants to share with you.
Yeah. Excuse me. We did a transition fair at Christiana High School, and they talked more about Mosaic, and then the cards, invite more people to the DTB event. And also we went to a Mosaic fundraiser at the Raymond Flanagan last night. So it was not good. Like, the lady was a musician. She's doing really well. It's just lovely.
Wow.
Yes.
And that's good, Angi, because it helps Mosaic stay in the community and lets people know what exactly you guys are and how you can help people.
Absolutely, absolutely. One of the things that we wanted to share today was this is holiday time. We wanted to thank everybody since it's that time of Thanksgiving and season's greetings, and we can't do what we do without the community support. As Saretta had mentioned, we had our fundraiser recently at Raymore and Flanagan. So we have a lot of really wonderful partners in the community, families, businesses, churches, and so we just wanted to come today to say thank you to all those donors, volunteers, people in the community who make people like Saretta's lives more meaningful. So I know Saretta wanted to share a couple of things that's been going on in her life. What are some of the things that you've been doing?
And Saretta works in the office now.
She does,
Saretta,
yeah.
yes. And what do you do in the office?
At the office, I do mailings. I do mailings like thank you cards. I help with events with Angi. I did the different setting up the cable for the DTP events. I love what I do.
And she is quite the fashion diva, I can tell. We love that ring, Saretta. So what else? Angi said you had a lot of things you want to tell us. So go ahead. I just had to jump in there real quick.
The first one, I overcame my fear to a trip to Chicago on the plane. The one is fear to be on the plane by myself next time. But we have a fear again, so I overcame that.
Very good.
Yes. And the second one, I'm getting closer to moving to my own apartment.
Now, congratulations. Housewarming
you.
at Sarita's, right?
Yeah.
Very good. Are you getting excited?
I'm really excited. I'm just taking my time one step by step and make sure the department that I need. I still get support from Mosaic, that department. And then the third one, I got a promotion working with Angi at the Community Relations Department. I love what I do.
Very
Yeah.
good.
Yeah,
And
she's
that
doing
is
very
great.
well.
And I am very happy for you. Now, living on your own. Now, Angi, is that something that you guys have helped Sarita do with her own apartment and everything?
Yeah, one of the services that we can provide, and we do provide to individuals, is that we can provide something called drop-in supports, where we can support an individual who is either living in their own home or living in their own apartment, and we'll provide support a couple hours a week in whatever they might need help with. So if Sarita moves into her own apartment and she just wants us to help with maybe making sure the bills are paid, or maybe helping with some cooking, or just kind of checking in. We have another individual that lives in his own apartment, and we provide, I think it's about 10 to 15 hours of support a week, and we're helping that individual right now look for a job. That's one of the things that the staff is helping him with.
Wow. Do you guys also help identify the apartments too?
If that was a need, yeah,
Right.
absolutely. And I know Sarita's working with her support staff to try to figure out, what kind of funding she's going to need and what's the best place and options for her.
That is
Yeah.
really great, Sarita. I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
Wow. So how soon do you think how close are you? Now, do you have a timeline here?
Right now, I'm still waiting on I had a new case manager, so they're working on that, and I talked to my DSM. They're working on that too to make sure I have money for the side to have it for you when you live on your own. You have enough money.
Now, how does this help Sarita? We'll use Sarita as an example, but what impact is this on people, just being able to take those steps to have your own place, your own independence?
Exactly what you just said, that sense of independence.
Yeah.
Because this has been a goal of hers. I hope she doesn't mind me sharing, but some of the things that Sarita said, she's like, well, I've lived with family, I've lived with roommates, someday I'd like to live with my husband. I've never lived on my own, and that's something that she's like to try.
Yes.
Well, here you're one step closer, Sarita. You are one step closer. Angi, what are some of the ways that businesses and organizations can help out Mosaic, and what can they do to connect with you guys?
Yeah, we have a couple of things going on right now. One is our toiletry drive that we're doing for the holidays. It started last week and goes through December 14th, and we're collecting toiletries. And then the other thing is we're inviting businesses to come to our pancake breakfast.
Yay.
That we have, Pancakes for Partners on December 4th at Michael's Restaurant. And if anybody's interested in either one of those, serving as a collection site for our toiletry drive or coming to the pancakes to learn more about how they can partner with us, they can give me a call.
And Sarita, now you tell me about the toiletry drive, because Sarita, you're organizing this, right?
She's helping,
Yeah.
yep.
Okay, so what do folks need to send in? So what do you want? You want some soap, and what else?
And when they don't have enough money to buy their own personal toothbrush and hair polishes to really help. There's more things that we don't have to buy. It's like a gift, and the things that they need. Because some people don't have jobs to buy or can't afford to buy that stuff.
I love you, Sarita. Great.
Yeah, and like I said, businesses could sign up, schools, churches, youth groups. If they're looking for a community service activity, it's a great way for them to put out a box, start collecting items, and then drop them off at Mosaic.
And you know something, I want to say, Mosaic, you guys also make sure that you partner in relationships, and you do so much, but the relationship is also reciprocal.
Absolutely, yeah. Our Mosaic's vision is that we are a leader in making a difference in people's lives. And so that also includes, and that extends to our partners. So every relationship is different. It's very honest. It's very organic. So that relationship is different for every partner that we have, but it's truly a partnership. We don't just go out in the community and take. We try to make sure that we give back. So whether that's promoting an event that business or organization is having, or whether it's doing a workshop or an activity for that partner, we really try to make sure that relationship is reciprocal, as you said.
So again, we want everybody to call you for the pancakes. So let's throw that out again. So the pancakes.
Yeah, pancakes.
Yes.
Who doesn't love pancakes?
Me too.
Yeah, I could eat a stack of them right now. And when's that event again, Ange?
That is Friday, December 4th at 8 o'clock, and there'll be a networking part of that event as well, so businesses will have an opportunity to network with each other.
Okay, and the toiletry drive goes up until?
The 14th of December.
Okay, and anybody that wants information on either one of those things?
Yeah, give us a call or visit our website.
Okay, now could you use volunteers to help out?
Absolutely, absolutely. Our holiday party, the toiletry drive, all those gifts are going to have to be wrapped. Those toiletries are going to have to be packaged up together. So we would love volunteers to come out and help with those things.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Yay, we always wanted guys to help out with you guys. And they can also visit your website, right?
Yeah, the website has lots of information on it. Absolutely.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us, ladies. You both look beautiful as usual.
Thank you, Queen.
You heard that, Paul Colby. She's that queen. That's right. I expect that. Thank you so much, Saretta. You are welcome back anytime. And good luck with your apartment in Angi. I'm so happy that Saretta is with you guys. And congratulations. And we want to hear all about your apartment when you move in.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
You guys keep us posted.
Absolutely. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Okay,
All
sure.
right. If you want to go back to school but think you don't have time, we have a program that can fit your schedule, and we'll tell you about it when we return.
We are your Wilmington City Council, and we're also your neighbors. We're asking you to let us know about your community events, achievements, concerns, and issues.
That's why we created a special email address that will connect you to all of us in City Council.
Drop us an email about things going on in your neighborhood with Community Events 22 at wilmingtonde.gov. That's Community Events 22 at wilmingtonde.gov.
You wanted to be a teacher when you were little, but things changed. Teaching didn't seem that cool anymore. So you decided to become something else. But what would your 12-year-old self say? Amazing things are happening in teaching, so it's time to put it back on your list. Don't try to convince yourself otherwise. You had it right the first time.
Springfield College's School of Professional and Continuing Studies, bachelor's and master's degree programs are perfect for adults who wish to transform their careers and their communities. Zulma Arroyo-Loomis is here with the details on how you can earn a degree in a little under, about
16 to 24 months.
16 to 24 months. And you bought a current graduate student?
A student who graduated from the undergrad and is currently taking the graduate program.
It's Robert.
Yes,
Hey,
Robert.
you're great.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Okay, Zulma, so tell us. Most people say, I want to go back to school, but I don't have the time. And it's actually a really quick program.
Mm-hmm. You know, it's funny. Thank you, by the way, for the opportunity to be here. It's always a pleasure to talk to the folks and let them know what we're doing at Springfield College, Wilmington. The thing about the program is I hear two questions. I'm too old to do this, or I don't want to take all that time. Well, this program is an accelerated degree completion program for the Bachelor of Science in Human Services, and it can be completed in as little as 16 to 24 months by attending 2 weekends a month at the brick and mortar right there at the Wilmington on Orange Street. And because it's a weekend program, it's not going to take you a whole lot of time.
Right.
And you know what? You're going to be as old as you're going to be whether you study or not. So why not make the most of your time and get that degree under your belt so that you can continue to do good work in the human services field?
And so students, because some people have started college and stopped, and it could be years ago, but those credits can also, in most cases, probably transfer over. And you guys do allow for life experience as credits too?
Actually, the way they complete this degree is by combining the prior credits with life experience that can be converted into credits. So we can take a maximum of 72 credits. And one of the things I'd like to highlight that I don't think I mentioned before, our college does the tuition that we charge, is lower than the campus in Massachusetts, okay, for the School of Professional and Continuing Study, the School of, formerly the School of Human Services. So what we do is that we maintain that cost low so that more people can take advantage of the fact we don't have that out-of-state tuition. So somebody coming from North Jersey or even New York or Washington,
which they do,
can come to us and pay the same tuition rate as somebody who's from Delaware or Philadelphia. And so, yeah, that's an advantage that you don't see in other colleges.
What's the typical class size?
About 20
Okay,
people.
so nice size
Yeah,
class.
it's a family environment. It's really, Robert can tell you more about that, having been through the program and now taking on the challenge of the graduate program.
Well, congratulations, Robert.
Thank you. I so appreciate it. Thank you so much.
So, well, tell us all about your experience. We want to hear.
Well, it's the reality of it is it's not really an easy experience, but it's a worthy experience. And like Zulma mentioned, it is a family environment. The class sizes aren't large. Most of us have been through a lot of things in life, different schools, different programs. But I can tell you that the Springfield environment is definitely a family environment because we're all adults focused on the same exact goal, and that's graduation. So yes, I did complete my undergrad, kind of moved on into the master's program, and because I think it just made sense for two reasons. Number one, because I know what I'm created and born to do. That is kind of to help people, as much as I possibly can, and I thought it just made sense to stay where I was. Who gave me the extra, that push, which was Springfield College. So, so why not just stay and keep on moving forward, and we'll make it happen, together as a family. So.
What a walking public service announcement for you
I
guys.
tell you, what do you think you are, brother? No, I do appreciate. There are many students like Rob here who are. This is a school. This is what I like to say to folks. This school is meant for those who have a passion for human services, who are doing work in the human services field, whether you're alleviating human suffering or elevating human potential.
Wow.
And you cannot advance because you don't have that degree. We want to help you. We want you to succeed. We want you to advance. We want you to continue doing the good work you're doing. So please, give us a call. I have to say that number, 302-658-5720.
Well, look, and Zulma, you got to tell us the faculty. So what is the faculty like there? Because they all come from a human services background, right?
Actually, they're scholar practitioners. They work in the human services field, so not only do they teach, they can share those experiences that they themselves have. The beauty of the classroom setting also, and Robert can attest to that, is that it's not, a student will not sit in the classroom and be lectured all day long. And there is an honest and truthful interaction between students and faculty and peers, and what you know is unique to you. So your perspective on any issue is unique to you. So we want to hear that. We want to learn we want that opportunity to learn from one another. Would you agree?
And I agree. And the reality is you're not treated like in 17, 18-year-old kid coming straight out of high school. The professors value the experiences that you bring. For instance, one of the major components of the undergraduate portion was a community service project. And what we do is, you kind of pick an organization, you go into the organization, you actually work in the actual field. So what happens is they value the experience that you have as an adult. You go out to the field and use those same exact experience, and you bring them back into the classroom and have conversations about those various experiences. And what's interesting is that you kind of look, you're almost eye to eye, with these professionals because they respect you, you value their opinions, they value yours as well. So it's a couple of components to it. So At the end of every semester, I've experienced that we've had presentations. You learn PowerPoint, various things that you have to use technology-wise going forward to be the professional that you need to be. So the environment is absolutely amazing. And I can tell you, you always kind of find that professor that kind of just kind of wrap their arms around you and kind of say, here's what you need to do to move forward. Right. Here's what the field is saying. Here's the direction to go in. So it's kind of like a mentorship program as well. So it's all encompassing of family environment, mentorship, and what I've come to the conclusion that relationships are very valuable. And the relationship that you build with not only students, but also professors, and the connections that you build and the people they bring on, is very, very important. So I've taken advantage of it, and you never know who you're going to see when you walk through the doors of Springfield College. Just on a quick note, I'm actually on the Springfield College Advisory Board as well. And I looked over and saw.
I knew it.
Well, we got a cousin.
And there's a very distinguished gentleman that's on that board as well, who I probably never thought I'd probably sit next to and rub elbows with, because it's just important to know that you never know who you.
Who is it?
Well, it's a former commissioner of the police department in Philadelphia.
Wow, that's impressive. I mean, well, you couldn't just leave us hanging. You had to tell us who it was.
Because I think, again, those relationships you have to value. You have to value, because you never know what's going to happen next and where it'll take you to.
And just to add to what Rob said, well, we don't only offer the Bachelor of Science, we do offer a Master of Science in mental health counseling. Now, mental health is a big issue in the United States. And it's something that needs to be addressed. There aren't enough professionals in the human services field in the mental health area to support the need in the community. So this is another thing that we are doing to benefit communities.
And you have criminal justice, right?
Yes, concentration in criminal justice, concentration in early childhood, and the mental health counseling program.
Okay, open house is coming up.
Actually, we are registering for the spring term, January, so if you're interested in exploring the possibility of enrolling in Springfield College, come and talk to us. We are still taking applications. There are a few spots left, but if you are interested, we're ready to help you. So give yourself that gift for this holiday season.
That's a good gift, Zulma. And I know Robert, he's on the dean's list, isn't he? Just go ahead and say it, Robert.
He's good like that.
That's a personal thing, so yeah.
I mean, just go ahead and say, well, you know I am, right? Go ahead, we understand. I'm trying to hype you up even more. No, thank you both for joining us, and thank you for sharing your story with us. It's really great. And Zulma, thank you for bringing a great guest and encouraging somebody to go back to school.
It's a pleasure. Whenever we can help people to advance in life, that makes my day. That fulfills my heart. So I wish you the very best. Go give yourself those gifts. Advance because you deserve it.
All right, and head of the class, we'll see you again too, right?
Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Absolutely.
Thank you.
Window of Wilmington will be back with Faithful Friends after these messages.
Thank you for calling your GED Pep Talk Center. All right, now, are you ready for your GED Pep Talk?
Being nervous is okay. It just shows that you're serious about getting your diploma.
A lot of things are scary. Heck, I'm scared of clowns.
No quiero ir. Danny, no lo puedo hacer.
DMC, life in your pep talk style.
Just keeping it real, Debs, just keeping it real.
Whatever motivation you need, we've got a pep talk for you. Get your GED pep talk and find free classes at yourged.org.
I grew up in the housing projects of Cleveland. I didn't even know that life could be any better than it was. Education for me has been a way to get away from the agony of what was normal life. I want to be able to impact the community, not just look back on where I came from, but to reach back to where I came from and pull some people up with me. My name is David, and I am your dividend.
Friends Animal Society is a private, nonprofit animal welfare organization with a no-kill shelter servicing Delaware. Brittany, Anthony, and Abigail DeGroff are here now with 2 furry friends who are up for adoption and information on Match Challenge and much, much more. Hi, ladies.
Hi, how are you?
Fine, and you got, well, you know, you can let her get on a desk if you want to. That's old Tootsie here, right?
Yeah, this is Tootsie.
Who is up for adoption. And
She
Tootsie,
sure is.
Now, okay, let me ask you something. Is Tootsie, you got kind of like a chihuahua long face, but you look like something else.
She could possibly be mixed with all sorts of things. We're not really sure all the time, but we're calling her Chihuahua, and she's about 6 years old. She's really sweet.
She is
She's
nice.
Friendly with kids, friendly with cats, friendly with dogs. She's friendly with pretty much everything she's met so far. So.
You are cute. Yeah, I don't know what kind of face this is. We say Chihuahua, we'll say Chihuahua. Okay, and then Marilyn over there.
Merlin is 4 months old. He was left at our doorstep at the shelter late October, so he's been with us for a few weeks now. He's a very sweet boy.
I can tell he is, and we're going to see if anybody here wants to adopt one of the Paul, Sheila, Dave, even Mr. Wendell. You close that door, Paul. You're not leaving. So what's going on at Faithful Friends?
Well, we're really excited. We're entering our 15th year. So it's very exciting for us. So we've been able to save thousands of animals over the years. And right now, we're actually entering our Match Challenge to help support the work that we're doing and that we've done. So the Match Challenge, $200,000 is going to be matched by donors. So we're raising this money through February 15th, and we hope to meet our goal. We raised it a little bit this year, just based on need with the animals, and we're already making some headway, so it's very exciting.
That's good. Now, how you guys doing? Because your location is off of Jeremy Drive.
Right.
So, I mean, all the animals that you're helping out, and have you outgrown that space yet? Are you getting there?
Well, we've become quite creative with just maximizing our space. So our shelter's about 10,000 square feet, and we found creative ways like group style living for cats that we have, like basically it's almost like condo style living, as we call them, our cat condos. We have some apartment style living for certain dogs.
Oh, that's cool.
We recently renovated our kennels thanks to donor support, and so we've really found ways to creatively and comfortably maximize our space, but we do hope to grow into a new location.
That's really good, and I just I wanted to ask you that because I want people to know that you're helping these animals that Marilyn here, somebody just left them there, you know, and this is where they go,
right?
You know, until they can be put up for adoption. And I'm gonna tell you, by the way, I have seen them in the pet store up for adoption, which I think is a great idea.
Right. Yep.
My son harasses me all the time. It's always for the cats too. Yeah, I'm like, not yet.
Exactly. Yeah, we're very fortunate. We have close to 15 off-site cat adoption centers, places like Pet Value, Concord Pet, Petco, where we have our cats located in the cages there, and they get adopted very frequently from the customers from those stores. So we have a volunteer team that goes into every store every day and cares for them, and it's really helped maximize our space for our cats, you know, considering our location. And also our foster homes have done a good job of, you know, keeping animals in their home until they're ready for adoption, and we promote them on our website, and they find new homes that way. So
that's great. Now, let me see, what's going on with, do you have a pet adoption specials right now?
Yep, so we have ongoing specials. We offer specials every month on featured pets. And then we also have, we're very proud of our partnership for the Pets for Patriots program, which really any active or retired serviceman or woman can come in and adopt a pet, and their fee is waived.
Okay.
So it's just a nice way to give back to our, you know, those who have served our country.
Okay.
So,
Now, the Match Challenge. So we want to make sure everybody is clear on the Match Challenge. So what do they need to do?
So all you need to do is you can just make a donation. So 100% of the money goes towards the animals. You can make a donation online. You can make it in person at our shelter. You can call in, just reach out and make a donation. And like I said, our end time for that is February 15th. So every dollar is doubled.
Now, volunteer opportunities. I know there's tons of them, right?
Yeah, I'm going to relay it to Abby, our volunteer coordinator.
Yes, there is. We are always looking for volunteer help at our shelter, helping with our animals directly. But we're also looking for foster volunteers who can take in an animal, provide them with a temporary home. We have opportunities with our cats and our dogs. And then we also have a pet therapy program where we'll have volunteers volunteer with their pets and go into one of our partner facilities.
No, really?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Yeah. So it's really great. We get to put smiles on residents' faces at nursing homes and schools. So it's really great.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
When did you guys start that?
We started at the end of 2003.
Get out of here. Did we ever talk about it before?
Yeah, we have.
Where was I at?
You have to
Quiet.
come check it out. But we visit over 50 locations statewide. We're also serving Union Hospital in Maryland, and we're in 2 locations in Pennsylvania.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah. Do any of the people end up adopting the pets that they use as their volunteer pet to go out?
Yeah, actually, our shelter pets. So Tootsie is actually a perfect candidate. So Tootsie will probably start visiting therapy locations soon. She's really antsy because she wants to hang out with everyone right now, but we've had shelter pets that have gone through, and they're certified and approved to make visits, and those pets have actually gotten adopted through it. So lots of dogs and cats. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and she is definitely a good one. Tootsie.
Yeah.
Tootsie, you're not even gonna look at me? You are cute. Yeah, she's good. And how's the veterinarian clinic doing? Very good, I'm sure.
That's right. Yep.
Cool,
We're moving along. We just had a wrap put on our RV, which is really exciting. So if you're near our shelter, come check it out. It looks great. And so now we've been using it on site as another just space to do like sick visits, well visits, surgeries, spay neuter, things like that. We have it outside of our shelter, but the goal is to get it out into the community. So now we're looking at options to take it out into the community, so that way we can help individuals out there that need the services. So
right, that's really cool. We want to remind everybody, if they want to volunteer, this is a great place to volunteer, because you guys need people to answer these phones, make appointments, and do all kind of stuff. So if they need to volunteer, what do they need to do, and is there a criteria for volunteers?
Well, we ask that they first fill out a volunteer application. They're welcome to stop by at our shelter during our open to the public hours and pick an application up, or they can go onto our website and fill one out on our website.
Okay. All right. Is there anything we need to talk about before you guys go?
I think we covered a lot. Stop by our shelter, visit, adopt.
Yeah, adopt.
Donate towards the match challenge.
And volunteer, right? Yeah,
volunteer,
right. All of the above.
Yes.
And check out the RV when it's out on the street.
Yes.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Tootsie. You have been so cute. You are cute. And Marilyn, we love you too. Okay. Yeah, resting. I think so. She's resting. He's resting, Marilyn. But Tootsie's wide awake. Paul Kenner said that he'd like to see you about Marilyn before you guys leave.
Oh, right.
So, ladies, always a pleasure seeing you, and thank you for bringing along 2 great pets as
Thanks
usual.
for having us.
Thanks
and
for
good
having
luck
us.
with the match challenge, and everybody volunteer.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Window in Wilmington will be back next with Delaware Children's Theater when we return.
Maddie. Congrats on paying off all those student loans.
Finally, right?
How'd you manage that anyway?
I started tracking my spending, changed a couple of habits.
Wow, I'm kind of living paycheck to paycheck right now. I don't even know how I'm doing it.
Well, have you tried saving a little?
I want to, but where's that money going to come from? Bill collectors, they're the worst. Am I right?
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind.
Not home.
Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org.
I want my Ed TV.
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 Now.
I want my TV.
I want my TV.
The City of Wilmington and the Wilmington Jaycees cordially invite you to the 52nd Annual Christmas Parade in downtown Wilmington. The parade will feature floats, antique cars, local celebrities, community groups, marching bands, and many others, including the star of the show, Santa Claus. Children are encouraged to write a letter and drop it in Santa's mailbag during the parade. This year's parade will be held on Saturday, November 28th, beginning at 11 a.m. on Market Street in downtown Wilmington. Bring the family for a day of fun, food, and shopping to kick off the holiday season.
In every job that must be done, there is an element of fun. You find the fun and snap. The job's a game. And every task you undertake becomes a piece of cake. A look, a spree, it's very clear to see that a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down, the medicine go down, medicine go down. Just a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down in the most delightful way. My point exactly. The honey bees that fetch the nectar from the flower to the comb never tire of ever buzzing to and fro, because they take a little nip from every flower that they sip, and hence they find their task is not a grind. For a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down, the medicine go down, medicine go down. Just a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down in the most delightful way.
Bravo, bravo, bravo. Okay, kids, you did great. Mary, you have a seat. Mary, can you clip yourself up here? Okay, you got it, you can do it. Well, that was Mary Poppins at the Delaware Children's Theater, yay! And we loved it. And a spoonful of sugar makes the medicine go down. Had to do it. So, I wanted everybody to know, if you're looking for a great way for the entire family to enjoy the holidays, then they want to head on over to the Delaware Children's Theater and check out Mary Poppins, which runs from November 21st to December 20th, and Amanda Shepard. Great Mary Poppins. God, you look much better than her. You're beautiful, but you do look like a great Mary Poppins. And Ken Kubik, and you're Bert.
Bert the chimney sweep.
And you look like a chimney sweep. You look great. So thank you for being here.
Well, thank you so much for having us.
Okay, so it's all about the Delaware Children's Theater. We love the productions that you guys do for the kids and the families. This is great. And tell us about this great show this year.
Well, the performance rights for Mary Poppins just became available, and we're one of the first theaters in the region to be staging it.
Yep, absolutely.
So come on out and see us. I have a feeling you'll be seeing it lots of theaters because it's...
Well, how about I didn't know that you couldn't perform Mary Poppins?
Yeah, it just came off Broadway, so they just released the rights so that independent theaters can start to perform it.
Oh, that's pretty cool. So tell us what makes this a unique experience at the Delaware Children's Theater.
Well, if you're a fan of the movie, we have most of the songs, all the Spoonful of Sugar, Supercalifragilistic, but the stage version has lots of added music, which I love. So for instance, in Supercalifragilistic, we take a turn and we start spelling it and saying it backwards, and it gets really upbeat. And then also just the difference, just an element of depth with Bert's character. Instead of just being a
happy-go-lucky chimney sweep. They actually depict the chimney sweeps as guardian angels that are watching over you, ready to step in time.
Yeah, and with our rendition of Step in Time, we're actually going to be featuring the Wilmington Ballet Junior.
The Junior Company.
Junior Company, that's it.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so they're going to come in and do a special appearance during the famous Step in Time number.
Wow,
so.
that's nice.
You'll see us DCT folks will continue to sing, and then the heavy hitter dancers will come out with the
Well, that's
Wilmington
really
Ballet
nice.
Company
Now,
of the Dance.
yeah. Now, do you fly as Mary?
Well,
because I
They
want to know that.
Have to come and see to find out.
That's a good answer.
We have some exciting tricks up our sleeves.
Yeah.
Wow. So we want to tell everybody, Delaware Children's Theater, they do a lot of fabulous productions, and I think this is a great way for people to introduce their kids to the theater. And you guys were recently recognized, right? Now, what was the recognition for? And I think people should know this because this is great.
Well, along with being a historic building, the Delaware Children's Theater itself has been recognized for its history of community service, so yeah, it's been
contributions to the arts.
And you give kids a chance not only to see plays, but they get a chance to be performers in these shows.
For children, it's a great opportunity to get a taste of theater, but also for adults, to work along with adults. I've worked with some fantastic adult actors and got to see some great up-and-coming actors that started out small and worked their way all the way up to Broadway.
Yes. The first show I was in with Ken, one of our castmates, went on
from Wizard of Oz
to Broadway. A very young man. He was a junior in high school.
Yes.
Get out of
here.
Yeah,
he played the Scarecrow and then wound up being in the show. Do you remember which one it was?
Bye Bye Birdie.
Bye Bye Birdie. That's right, with John Stamos.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's great. And he was at Delaware Children's
yes,
Theater.
They definitely develop. I mean, you'll see the children in the cast are incredibly talented, and the theater does such a great job of developing them musically and their performance as well.
And we have John Gallagher started at the Delaware Children's Theater, went on to do Spring Awakening and then American Idiot on Broadway.
Yeah, right.
So
how about that?
Started at the DCT.
Right, and DCT just got a facelift too.
Yes.
I love that
Doesn't
building.
she look pretty?
Yes,
Gorgeous building.
Yes, I do. I really do love that building. I love the inside of it too, you know.
It's a lovely history.
Yeah.
It was one of the first women architects designed that building when it was the New Century Club.
Now, what's it like for you guys to work on a production there?
It's a lot of fun. We try to keep it more professional and not giggle too much to set a good example for our younger castmates. But really, the adults there are so talented in so many different ways, from our stage crew, our technical, and then choreography, dancers. We have singers and actors.
A family effort. I mean, literally and figuratively. I mean, I think that, when people that work at the Children's Theater, once you have that experience, you just want to come back, because it's a real sense of family. But Amanda's entire family is involved with this show. Her little ones act with it. Her husband's helped with some of the design. So
we'll get him on stage at some point.
See, I want to see that too. So we want to remind everybody. So Mary Poppins. So it's November 21st to December
20th.
20th.
A special show on the 19th, which is the evening show.
And that's a Saturday, right? Because they're Saturday shows.
Saturday evening.
Okay.
7:30.
And where do you get your tickets from?
You can order them online at www.dechildrenstheater with the re.org. It's very easy to order the tickets through them. I would suggest getting your tickets early because we are an intimate
selling
space,
fast.
and they are selling
I know
fast.
they are. That theater, I've seen a couple shows there with my son. I loved it. Now, 2015, 2016. So Mary Poppins is on the schedule here. What's coming up after Mary?
Well, we did Cinderella just before, and then Mary Poppins, then
Snow White, which is actually an original adaptation of Snow White. Our artistic director, Donna Swijaski, wrote the songs and lyrics. It's a lot of fun,
cool.
A lot of fun. And then we also have Charlotte's Web coming up this year. They'll be doing Rumpelstiltskin, Jesus Christ Superstar, which is going to have amazing voices, lots of great people coming out for that. And then we have our fundraiser this year is going to be the Rock and Rhythm Review. So it's a great night of 50s, 60s rock and roll.
one night only.
Yeah.
That is pretty cool. It sounds like you guys have a full lineup.
Yeah. Yes. Keep them busy.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
As soon as one show goes to the stage, the next one is in rehearsal.
Now, where can people find future information about the upcoming shows? They should go to the website too, right?
The website is actually very helpful, and also I encourage people to audition if it's something that they think they would like to do. You can also make donations on the website, and again, it's the www.dechildrenstheater.org.
Hey, do you need any volunteers, like people that are handy with building sets and things?
Absolutely.
Always, there's always room for volunteers.
So carpenters?
From set building, but just even having parents there to help with costuming, wrangling the kids, getting them where they need to be, concessions, ushers. We'll take all comers.
And it's guaranteed to be a good time. It really is.
All right. Well, let me see. We're going to get ready here, and we are going to sing a song. Now, everybody's getting up too, right? Bert, you're getting up this time?
That's right.
Okay, so can you unmic yourself, Bert? Mary, you unmic yourself. Kids, come on in. All the kids, come on in. And it was great seeing you. You're going to sing us out. And I'll just say this for everybody here at WITN Channel 22. I'm Shannon Harris. We'll see you next time. But kids and Mary, go on up there with Bert, and you do your thing. And this is going to be great. And I'm back here singing. And dancing.
Mary Poppins, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious is not a word.
Of course it's a word. And unless I'm very much mistaken, I think it'll prove to be a rather useful one.
That's right.
When trying to express oneself, it's frankly quite absurd to leaf through lengthy lexicons to find the perfect word. A little spontaneity keeps conversation keen. You need to find a way to say precisely what you mean. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, even though the sound of it is something quite atrocious. If you say it loud enough, you'll always sound precocious. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Diddle-diddle-I, diddle-diddle-I, it can mean exactly what you want it to. When Stone Age men were chatting, simply grunting would suffice.
Now if they heard this word, they might have used it once or twice. I'm sure Egyptian pharaohs would have grasped it in a jiff. Then every single pyramid would bear this hieroglyph. Oh, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Say it and wild animals will not seem so ferocious.
Add some further flourishes, it's so precocious. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.